Alright, I'm just going to give you 10 quick tips on creating classroom videos, both for teachers and students. Videos are a great tool that we can use to connect with students, to share content with students, to share directions, to even start discussions with students. And students creating their own videos is a great way for them to show their learning, show their understanding, and even show their creativity. So, first, start with the teacher's side. Any video, be concise and clear. Get to the point, get the information out there, don't let it drag on. The shorter the video, the more likely it's going to be able to be watched. 2, include visuals. You can see that I'm showing my screen here. I'm including video of myself talking, but I also can go to websites, I can show videos, I can show animations. I can do more than just talk at my students. I want to include that other information there. 3, make it easily shared. Use YouTube, use your Google Drive, or use the built-in sharing options. But find a way you can easily share it with students. YouTube, make it unlisted, and then you don't have to worry about every student being able to see it. With Google Drive, make it available to anyone with the link in Ames Community School District or publicly. If you use something like MoveNote, that link in there is already easily shared, so you can just send that out. And then post the link on your board. If you're going to post the link on your board, shorten it up. Use something like the goo.gl URL shortener, or I like to use Bitly. That's bitly.com to create all my shortened links, and because I can personalize them using Bitly. But there are a lot of tools to do that. Post in your Google Classroom, Google site, email to your students, however, make it so they can easily get to it. Number 4, never use student full names in a video if you're sharing with a class. This is a confidentiality thing. You don't have to worry about having to check see if you can or not. Just avoid full names. First names are definitely okay. And number 5, remember that perfection is not your goal. You're not going to take the time to perfectly edit every video. I'm doing a once through on this video, and I'm going to post it because it's the information I want to get out. Your time is too valuable to worry about perfection. If you make a mistake, well, then that's just a great time to model for students the whole learning process and how we can learn from those mistakes. All right, for student side, number one in a big way is avoid copyright materials. Help students understand this. So on the sites that I've created for students using GarageBand, iMovie, any of that, I'm always going to include free-to-use media for schools. For audio, the YouTube Audio Library has a lot of great resources you can use free, and there are some other options out there. We had some issues in one class recently where students posted their video to YouTube and it wouldn't play because they used copyright music. Even if the copyright music was just in the background while they're talking, their search engines will pick that up and block the video. So you got to avoid copyrighted media of any kind. Use the common domain open source works. Now for group work, it's a little hard when they're creating videos because there's really no tool out there that allows for great collaboration. With a lot of our students, if they're using iMovie like this, what they actually need to do is they have to go and share and export their file. They can upload to their Google Drive. Their partners can then download it and then insert the video file into their iMovie. And the reason why this doesn't work because the files in iMovie are kind of shared in multiple locations. You can't easily share them to have multiple people working on it. So pretty much they have to, and this is kind of where it's important, they need to divide and conquer. And this is where they need to plan out as a group who's going to do what's the theme, what kind of music are we going to use, what kind of transitions are we going to use, how long does each section need to be if time is a component that they need to worry about. And then they need to divide and conquer, do their own work, but work together, work in a group next to each other, but then they can work on this at home, outside of class, and they can bring it all together. Again, once they finish their part, they export, so that's shared to file, upload to their Google Drive, then their partner can download it, import it into their iMovie, and then you have a full project. Number 3, honestly, it's best to give the students options on how they want to share. Google Drive and YouTube are the number 1 and number 2 options in no order, but they're the easiest to use. YouTube, again, if they try to use copyrighted work, it might get blocked. And when they post to YouTube, one of the best things to do is that there are 3 options you can choose from. One is private. That means that they have to share people individually. They have to individually add names for people to want to watch this. One of the other options is public, and that means that anybody who searches for that video on YouTube or using an internet browser like Google can find it. And the third option is unlisted. Unlisted is actually one of the best for a lot of this, which means that you only share it out using the link, and you need the link in order to get to that video. But another positive for them to share out publicly is that it actually helps build their positive digital footprint, which is a big thing that they should be working on, is creating a positive digital footprint. Number 4, have them make it more than video PowerPoint. If I just went through and read these slides, that would be really boring. I'm trying to show you things. I'm including myself. I can go to websites and show you where those links are. There should be more to it than that. They can use those transitions. They can use background music, but make it better than a video PowerPoint. And number 5, allow the students to use their own creativity so that they own the project. There's something to be said for leaving some flexibility in any assignment, but if the students can decide a lot of what they want to do, they may take more ownership. They're going to increase the learning, but allow for their creativity to come out in their videos. So those are the 10 quick tips I can give you about creating student videos. If you have any more, there's stuff on my website, or come talk to me.